But the market too was very close to that 20,000 mark. So are we headed back to that level? Let's try and decode that with our charters joining us on the show. Nooresh Merani as well as Kunal Bothra as always with us. Good morning, gentlemen. Kunal, what's your view on the market? Yesterday it was very choppy, as the man was saying. There was 9 times that we changed directions. Any direction you want to call out for today?
Good morning. I would believe that we are at a cusp of a differentiated price action across the globe because, I was looking at the data that the Dow has, I think, hit one of the consecutive sessions, 10 plus sessions for itself on the positive side. But apparently the index has gone back into an extreme overbought territory, which means over the next 1 week, we could be expecting some sort of a cool off coming into that market. Now that has to trickle into other equity markets as well across the globe, and especially our markets. We've already corrected more than 300 points, I think, if I'm not wrong, from 19,990 levels to 19,667 where we closed yesterday. So I think in that regards, we've gone through that first phase of correction. But this bounce back, if it happens on the index, would be a bit short-lived. So I would expect the index to cool off further, come back towards at least 19,500 levels. That could be a better support for the index. Since it's an expiry week, it is always very important to match up the open interest data. And for the Nifty futures, there was a dramatic change of open interest, almost a 40,000 of additional contracts added to the August series as compared to Bank Nifty, where the net numbers yesterday compared to July-August was a reduction of 10,000 contracts. That itself tells you that the inclination is more towards building slight short positions on the Nifty futures as compared to Bank Nifty.
Okay, let's find out what Nooresh's take is then on the markets. Nooresh, do you think that with now the next cue being what the US Fed could potentially do, the big earnings today, as well as the fact that it's been a very strong handover, that perhaps the undertone of the market continues to look strong?
So if you look at the small cap indices, they hit a new high yesterday as well. So the undertone has been bullish all through this period, wherein even when we corrected from that recent highs of 19,600, then now we are correcting from say roughly closer to 19,980. So the undertone has been bullish. We are seeing stock specific moves as well as we are seeing sectoral rotations. So the view remains the same. We get into a pause on the Nifty and there continues to be selective moves, some sectors doing well. And for the Nifty, the problem is say 13% of the index is IT, another 10% is Reliance. A lot of these heavyweights are still not in a strong uptrend. And even in cases where there has been a strong uptrend or a fresh breakout, the follow-up has not been great. So ICICI Bank hits a new all-time high above 960, but does not go towards 1,050, 1,100 quickly. So it's a slow and steady move. Consolidations is the part of the current move all through. That has been the characteristic of the move from 17,000. So for now, would expect 19,500, 19,600 to be a support. And that's the place where you want to look for index longs with a 100-pointer stop loss.